Well, good morning, guys. Wouldn't you know that Zach said he was going to be here at a certain time this morning. We're going to hunt because it rained all day yesterday. The front's moving in. It's going to get cooler as the day goes on today. Zach said he was going to be here about 15, 18 minutes ago as of now. We shall see if and when he shows up. But I'll have you know that Josh is ready. Hopefully he shows up. We're going to get after it this morning. I just like giving Zach hell. RJ is hunting down by the house with Mason. And Zach and I are headed up on the mountain to see what we can find and get into. He's coming over at some point this morning. He wanted the warm leg. He could have come over and hunted with Zach and I, but he told us last night that he better warm leg it for a couple hours this morning before he heads over. But with this front coming in, we're all pretty excited because we've not hunted a whole lot this year. Not just because it's weather, but work related, family related, and it seems like that's the story of our lives, is we're just always trying to juggle. Oh, here he finally comes, 25 minutes late. So we're gonna load our stuff up. Zach and I are gonna go for a little walk, see what we can find. Jay will be over here in a little while. We're gonna hunt the next couple days here. All of us are gonna stay here at the camp and see what we can do. Pretty excited though about this weather. It's the first cold front or any type of weather front that we've had. He's been a complete prick with that old 7.3 chugging along. But this is the first type of weather front we've had all season. So we're gonna get our stuff and we're gonna get up on the mountain.
What's up, guys? It is the morning of October 8th. Mason's on his way up here. He'll be here in the next 15, 20 minutes. Once he gets here, we'll load the truck and head out to the farm. We're getting in a tree this morning, and I'm pretty excited about this morning set. Definitely the most excited I've been all year. Quick backstory. Deer I've hunted the last 3 years on this farm. Normally doesn't show up till the end of October. And about a week ago, my Spartan camera goes off, and he's in there at night. He showed back up. Hasn't got much bigger over the last 2 years, really. He's kind of stayed the same, but I know he's a mature buck and he's a deer I'd shoot 100%, deer I've got history with. So 2 days ago, went in, moved a couple cameras around, put this camera in a spot I'll call the thermal hub. So you got 3 big ridges that run together and they all dump down into this creek bottom right here. There's a big flat right above the creek bottom that kind of bends around and contours around that point. And every year it is just covered in buck rubs and scrapes. So place I went and put a camera over a scrape that was already there, made my own mock scrape, and when you know the first deer that shows up in daylight is this buck. Worked through there, hit the scrape, and then worked on and went up the ridge. So rained all day yesterday, rained all night. It's currently still drizzling. So I'm hoping that this deer went up, bedded up on one of those points. Once this rain front pushes out, he'll get up, pick around, and want to come freshen up that scrape now that the rain's pushed out. So that's the plan. And if he does that, me and Mason will be 25 yards away, and hopefully he'll give us a shot. So y'all stick with us.
They seen us before we seen them. I'd say it's gonna happen a little bit today. There ain't no doubt. Especially with me and you. It's a good sign though, they're on their feet. We seen a deer, we ain't gonna get skunked. We're still just humping along. about 7:45. I believe that last little burst of weather skirted us. We've been having heavy mist, but hence I ain't got my glasses on because I was having problems seeing, and I finally figured out why. I thought the fog had rolled in, but they was soaking wet. Hopefully we get out of here and the fog's lifted, blows out of here, and we're able to see some deer. He ain't no monster, but he's a big deer. I mean, you're talking about a rack buck. That's more than a rack buck. Hell yeah, dude.
Is it like
I mean,
like what something we need to cross the holler?
I'm not gonna let you look until I get a good. He's behind a bush.
It's probably a spike.
I can assure you that he ain't a spike.
Oh yeah, I definitely put him up.
There's another one.
It's really?
Yeah.
Where?
To the right of the rock pile, that's a big buck. Watch out. Let me find him. So that one's to the left of the rock pile. Dude, that's a big 8-point. Big chocolate horn too. Just there's the rock pile. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? He was in a thicket.
Same level? Or?
Yeah, same level. To the right of the rock ditch. He was stretching his head out. Oh no, he might be. Yeah, there he is, right there.
Where?
All right, so the fog, right behind the fog. You see him? There he is. Oh yeah, that's a big buck. Oh shit.
I waited you to have these
He's bedded.
Huh?
He's bedded.
Is he really?
I mean, what? Why do you think I'm always messing with you?
Look what he is. Is that the same? That's not the same deer?
No, dude, that's all the way over here.
That's a 10-point there.
Yeah. That one buck's right here. Okay, there's the drain. Okay, I've got him. And then that other buck's right there bedded. Well, Zach and I are kind of beside ourselves. We're soaking wet. We was just now contemplating
Going home.
going to the house. And we're sitting here talking. And Zach just throws his binoculars up and goes, hey, there's a deer. Well, he talks me into it to where the deer's at. And I said, hell, Zach, that's a good buck. He said, yeah. Well, y'all heard the conversation.
He did not believe him.
He didn't believe me. And then, so I'm looking with my binos as he's looking at that buck. And I said, hey, Zach, there's another one. And he definitely didn't believe me on that. I said, this one's bigger. And he's bedded down. Actually in a pretty good location. So we're kind of contemplating what our game plan's going to be here. We're gonna watch these deer. I know at some point they're going to get up, but I believe they're going to stay right there and feed. I mean, can't beat it for, what'd you say it was, October 8th?
October 8th.
All right, well, it is 10 o'clock, and the action never did pick up. The rain finally pushed out, but the action has not picked up at all. Never did lay eyes on that deer or any other deer. I told Mason coming in here this morning that we were probably either going to see one deer or no deer. And the one deer we were going to see would probably be one of the mature bucks we're after. And I would say, whereas with it had rained so much, these deer probably been bedded up so long they're probably picking acorns. And I know this buck will be back at this scrape here in the next day or two, especially with the cold front we got moving in. But me and Mason are heading to Logan. Josh and Jay are getting out, so we'll all four be down there hunting. And then, like I said, I will be gone until October 20th, so fingers crossed that he stays out of the way of cars and neighbors and stays alive long enough for me to get back and hunt him. So we're gonna pack up and get out of here and get back with you on the road to Logan.
All right, guys, so we've sat here and deciphered and studied and come up with a plan. It's
actually, I think it's a good plan.
we was talking about executive decisions. This didn't come from the executive level. This has come from like way down the totem pole decision. But we're gonna try it.
This is like a turkey season decision.
Yeah. We have put our brains together and really think that he might not leave that little area right there. He very well might lay in that same bed all day because the sun's not going to bother him, weather's not going to bother him. But the only way that we can make a move on him is to have a spotter. We're looking at 1,000 yards. So fortunately, Jay is on his way down into this country. He's going to hunt for the next few days. So he's on his way down. It's going to take me about 45 minutes to get to the bottom to where I can meet Jay. So I'm going to leave Josh up here on the mountain. I'm going to meet Jay in the bottom. We're going to get a game plan and head up that mountain on the other side. So we'll have Josh over here and me and Jay will be over there. So we're going to get over there and hopefully he lays right there and we can make a move on him once we get over there. But he's a dandy. He's definitely what we're looking for. We're going to try to make something happen. Got any
Words of encouragement?
Yeah.
No. Get him.
Get in there and get him?
So, I'm on my way down to Logan, and my plan, I've got the side-by-side, and the plan was to ride up on the mountain, move the camera, and then get in the tree this afternoon. But, as you can see, Josh and Zach have a couple nice deer spotted. So, my plans have changed, which is fine. This will be more fun anyway. So I'm trying to hurry, and that's loud. I'm trying to hurry. I got to get to the trailer and unload, change clothes, and then go meet Zach. He dropped a pin where I'm supposed to meet him, and then we're gonna go in after these deer.
All right, guys. I made it down to the bottom. You can see the hard road right here behind me. 6/10 of a mile down to here. So I'm waiting on Jay now. And then we're going to head up this other side and see if we can make something happen.
I found you.
You found me. It's amazing what a little bit of technology will do, ain't it? Yep.
I can throw this. You can throw this in the back.
The deer is right there. And that's a good road. It comes right around. There's like a little hedge.
Oh, so we can walk right out that road.
Yeah. Well, depending on the wind.
Right.
I don't know what the wind's doing up there, but my plan is to go up and then come on this side of this rock drain.
Yeah.
That's a pretty sharp point, and we'll get up there and should be able to see what the wind's doing there, and then just make a move from there.
What about this road that we're on? Does it not go up and around?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go up. We're going to follow this road right on up.
Oh, okay.
It's going to go up right there, and then we'll just
Then we'll go
get one
across.
of them benches and shoot across.
All right. to get up to this road ditch up here and come around and get above him. It should be right around that point. This way. Yeah, if he hasn't moved, right? Zach looks terribly uncomfortable.
Zach and them are above, not quite like directly above where I saw that deer go in the woods, but they're above him. He said wind's in his face, and when it's not blowing, his milkweed's kind of pulling down the hill. So I'm gonna keep on picking that little patch of timber apart, and they're gonna just tuck in, and we're gonna sit right here until one of us sees it. I mean, if we're here till dark, it is 12:30. We spotted this deer when the fog cleared around 10. Maybe a little bit before 10. We spotted him. So, but they got over there, they're in position. I mean, that's all you can ask for. He's just gonna have to practice some patience here, unless he wants to get super aggressive. But I'm gonna pick that hillside apart and see if I can't pick through that timber. It's so hard right now where it's green. But the good thing is I ain't got nothing but time. So we'll see what I can do.
I said me and Mason would get back with him when we got down to Logan. It was 3 o'clock and we were both here. Parking lot's full. Jay's truck, Josh's truck, Zach's truck. I thought for sure I was gonna walk into a full trailer. And Mason was in there playing with knives dangerously. So, you know, trying to figure out where everybody is, I guess. Zach and Josh are still laying in on a buck they glassed up this morning, so not for sure if they're in the middle of a stalk or if they're just watching this buck trying to get a game plan for the evening. I know Jay ran up on the hill. I think he was moving a couple cameras around just making sure everything was good to go for this cold front coming. We don't really know where he's at exactly or when he'll be back. So me and Mace are gonna sling some arrows in the meantime. Well, I had no less just cut the camera off. Mason shot 2 more arrows. I get a call from Josh. Apparently all 3 of them are together. And Jay is filming Zach right now and they are putting the stock on one. So Josh just sent us some pins. Me and Mace are gonna load up all the cameras and I mean, we're gonna go hit the woods. We're gonna try and film with the big lens. Josh said he's hungry and running low on water, so we gotta swing through McDonald's for him, but we're gonna get after it. Let's see how this goes.
Well, I know I sound like I'm out of breath, but me and Jay's been resting. We went down in a little patch of woods there. Kind of devised a plan for the evening. We decided to stay in here. I can't catch my breath. COVID's getting me, Jay. We decided to stay in here because we're about 90% sure that this deer is bedded, like in one little area that he didn't come out of. So Josh stayed on the other side. He's toughed it out with us, but the wind is kind of dicey. We originally was going to get out in front of him, or where we thought would be in front of him for the evening, and the wind has changed on us. So we're actually going to go to the other side where we was this morning, chasing after him. And we're going to start on that side, and in hopes of either we see him, or if he's coming the other way, Josh sees him, and we can make tracks on this road here that we're on and get out in front of him. So
I'll get talking about Josh getting McDonald's delivered.
yeah, Josh is he's probably a good 3 miles, maybe 4, from his truck, and by God, got a Big Mac grub hubbed on site to the glass and knob. Beats all I've ever seen. And there's 2 of them, RJ and Mason, both. You know, he could have sent
eating peanuts and
me and Jay split
crackers.
a bag of peanuts and crackers. Been in my bag since turkey season.
They tasted like it.
And Josh, you know, he took both of them boys, and they're over on the glass and knob with him. But anyways, we're gonna go over and kill a deer, make it all worthwhile. Well, it's crunch time. We got a couple hours left. Mason and RJ got out here just a little bit ago. They were saviors for me. They say you can't DoorDash in southern West Virginia, but my guy got Mickey D's brought to me. I was getting hangry, but we're gonna sit here and glass and film for Zach, and hopefully they get an opportunity. They've moved into their evening position, and all we gotta do is watch him stand up. Alright, we got tucked in under this autumn olive. We think that deer is bedded right over the hill from us. There's a ditch that runs along through here, and a nice trail that pops out in the road out here in front of us. The wind's coming this way, so we elected to sit here, hoping that that's what that deer does. If he doesn't, then he stays low. Josh and RJ and Mason are across way over there, and they'll be able to see him and can tell us. And we'll head back out and get down below. Try and get in front of him. You win some, you lose a lot. We lost today. Well, I won't say we lost, because we found a big buck that we're going to continue chasing. But not real sure where he went. We've just taken a shot in the dark, you know, just kind of flipping a coin on where we thought he would go. We covered the top, and then Josh covered from the other side. We never did see him this evening. He could very well went right on around that contour that he was on. At some point today or this evening, and got into it. It just gets really thick out there, like really, really thick. So
some food. Food is number one.